Now let me tell you why I stopped using goal cards, writing down my goals every single day, having a vision board and obsessing over my goals and the things that I want to manifest into my life. Now, for many years, I used to really believe in the concept of, see it, believe it, achieve it. Hold the picture in your mind and one day it will manifest. The more you think about it, the more you obsess, the more you want it, the more likely you are to get it. And I found out after over 10 years of personal development, studying the mind, studying universal laws, that for me, it doesn't work. Not to say that it doesn't work for everybody, because there are some people that swear by having a goal card, having it written down in front of you every single day to remind yourself is how you put yourself on the frequency of being the kind of person you need to be to attract the good that you desire. But for me, I found that the more I obsessed, the more I gave it so much excess importance, the further away it seemed from me. And I would get so close to achieving goals and they would always just slip away from me, and I'd end up having like a massive setback because I wanted it so badly. I used to obsess over it, and I had the goal in front of me. I keep reading it and keep reading it and keep reading it, and I kind of thought to myself, if I was this person, if I'd already achieved my goals and dreams, would I be carrying a goal card around with the goal written down on it? Would I be writing my goal down every single day if I already had it? No, I wouldn't, right? So I got to this point where I just thought to myself, I'm choosing the reality that I want. This is what I want. This is what I'm working towards. And I'm good where I am right now, with or without it, right? Now, it's not to say that I'm against setting goals and wanting things, right? Because that is how we grow. We set goals and we have a vision for our future. And we should fantasize. We should get emotionally involved with what we want. I do believe in that, right? But what I don't believe in is obsessing and giving it so much excess importance, putting it on a pedestal, because when you have it written down and you keep reading it, you keep reminding yourself of what you don't have. Therefore, you're in a state of lack, right? You're not living in the end. You're reminding yourself of what you don't have right now, right? And that's where you end up putting out confused energy to the universe to receive it, because you're reminding yourself that you don't have it. When I started really getting into the book Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zealand, it shifted my whole philosophy of manifestation and how to create your reality. Because, I got introduced to, The Secret, Law of Attraction, back in 2016, and it was life-changing. I really got excited about these concepts of how we can manifest and bring forth the things we want into our life, right? And I found myself making changes, and looking back on my journey up until this point, all of the things that I've manifested and brought to life have been things that I've just made a decision to do, right? My very first career, I remember I was working a dead-end job as a delivery driver. I'd worked shitty jobs up until that point. I hated work, but I had this idea of working in London and being a tailor and commuting into work every single day, wearing nice bespoke suits. And I didn't write that down, but I started visualizing it. I started seeing myself and feeling like that person. And then in a relatively short period of time, I actually got fired from my job, and an opportunity came up for me to go and work with my cousin as an assistant apprentice tailor. And within a year, that came to life. I was traveling into London every single day. I had 5 bespoke suits that I was wearing, and I remember that feeling of being able to do that. And a year had passed, and there I was living my reality, but I wasn't obsessing over it. I got emotionally involved with the feeling, and I started thinking about it. I was thinking, what can I do to become this person? And I got into action. An opportunity came up, and I acted on that opportunity. You know, when I decided I wanted to become an entrepreneur and start making money online and create freedom, like, for a while I did give it a lot of excess importance, and I thought to myself, how the hell am I going to do that? You know, but during COVID, lots of things shifted for me and opportunities came my way. But I knew I'd already chosen that reality. I'd already chosen to be a digital nomad, a creator, a coach, a mentor. Like, I already saw myself. I started doing content years before I was a coach in this space where I started helping people, right? But whenever I set goals, whether they were like financial goals, business goals, lifestyle goals, relationship goals, whenever I wrote them down on a goal card, I never achieved them. I can honestly tell you, like, the amount of goals that I've written down on goal cards did not come to life, because I always had them in front of me. I was always reminding myself of what was missing in my life, and I would get to a point where I was like, do I even fucking want this anymore? That's the point I would get to with my goals written down on my goal card, right? I get to a point thinking, I don't even fucking want this anymore. It wasn't really what I wanted in the end, you know, because I got to a point where I was obsessing so much about it that it was just slipping away from me every time, you know. So now I set goals. I write my goals down in my journal, but I don't write them down every single day and keep reminding myself of what I don't have, right? I know what I choose, and I act like that person every single day. But the most important thing is I feel complete. I feel complete because I'm good with or without those things. I'm good where I am, you know? When you can learn to detach yourself from the things that you want and just know that you've already chosen that reality, right? You may not have those things in tangible form as of yet, right? And that's okay. But if you've already chosen the things that you want, the life that you want to create for yourself, then you don't need to keep fucking reminding yourself of what's missing in your life. Let's say you set a goal to do your first 6 figures and you've got it written down on a goal card. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm earning over 100,000 a year, over 200,000 a year, over 500,000 a year, right? You don't have to keep reminding yourself. You've already made up your mind that that's what you've chosen. So now focus on the activities and doing the things that are going to get you closer to achieving that, right? And just know that you're complete already. You're good with or without that, right? As soon as you put excess importance on a goal and you put it on a pedestal and you keep reminding yourself, oh, I really need to achieve this. I really need to make this income this year. I really need to get into a relationship this year. I really want to start a family. The more you obsess, oh, I really need to get in great shape this year. I need to get a 6-pack. Like, whatever you need, And whatever you want, you create resistance. You create resistance because you don't feel you're worthy of it now. You're not in the state to receive in that state of mind. And that's why, you know, for me, goals just used to always slip away. So I used to just give it way too much excess importance. Now, I know what I choose. I know what I'm worthy of. I don't need anything else to complete me. My life's great with or without more money, more status, more friends, you know, a bigger business. I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm fit. I'm strong. I'm attractive. I've got great people around me. And that's what you need to focus on. When you focus on what you've got going for you, and you focus on the good that you have in your life, you open yourself up to receive more of that, right? But when you're focusing on what's missing, I'm not earning enough money. I wish I was in better shape. I need to do this. I need to do that. And all you're focusing on is what's missing in your life. You've got to operate from a state of gratitude, knowing that you have everything you need and want right now. Don't obsess over your goals. I'm not saying don't use goal cards and don't write your goals down. Like if that works for you, then great. I'm just telling you my perception and how it worked for me. And you know, because once I started really focusing on choosing rather than wanting, attracting and manifesting just became so much more simple because there's less resistance. Whenever you put things on a pedestal, you give them way too much excess importance, you keep reminding yourself of what's missing in your life, the further and further away it slips from you. So decide what you want, choose it, write it down somewhere, you know, whether that's in a journal or, you know, on a piece of paper somewhere, and then just focus on that. Don't keep reading it and reminding yourself of it. Just get into action and do the things you need to do right now to create the result you want for yourself. And just know you're good. You're good with or without the things that you're asking from the universe. You're complete now. Hope this message brought you value, and hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, rest of your weekend. Speak soon. So if you enjoyed this video and you got value from it and you'd like to see more videos, more content just like this, then do yourself a favor and smash the like and subscribe button. That means the algorithm will put this out to be able to reach more people, and it also helps the channel grow as well. So I'd really appreciate it. Stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video. Be safe.